and they want to use that fund to enhance healthcare, and they want to see what way they can do in order to support the private and public partnerships, and they want to do it in primary healthcare. That fund is coming next year lah.
Those are the possibilities.
Yes.
The only thing is, I think the committee should sit down and look into what are the new requirements of a future GP.
Yes.
I mean, knowledge in medicine is one thing, it's basic, but then there is communication knowledge, soft skills, and you need even the presence of somebody else who is not a doctor in order to run your clinic.
Correct.
Things like that. You have to look into it and see how you can really help those GPs out there.
Right. So the MPCAM should be known as the voice of the GPs, and I think GPs, primary healthcare is still very relevant in every country these days. And these are the main specialty also that will be disrupted by technology. And we have to come together and say, hey, don't disrupt us. Let's see what you all are doing. That's how it should be.
Things are changing actually.
And Raj, if I can convince you, this is not a zero-sum game, If they do well, thank God, we should also do well. I think so. I think the country is big enough for all of us.
Of course.
I wish they do well, and we work along with them to do well.
Correct.
We have our strength, they have their strength. It's fine.
Who's they? Malaysia.
MMA lah.
What's a private practitioners association of small here? What are they doing? They got a lot of members. They got a lot of money in their bank account. I assume.
So in other words, you try to brand the MPCAM to be a primary care.
I mean, there are people who are in aesthetics. You guys are primary care too. You're the first contact. What primary care means first contact. What if I got pimples, I'll go to aesthetic, what, right? Or GP or whatever. So basically, anyone that carries a logo when you go to the government and apply for klinik swasta, not pusat kesihatan your proper license one. All of y'all have that one. So we are primary care practitioners.
I agree with Peter. What I want to say is, we have achieved what we want to achieve in terms of membership.
Correct.
There's no point lowering the standard just to get extra, because we don't get number one, we don't get much money.
Correct.
We finished our fad of dispensing medication.
Yes.
So you just need our focus to activities, either to make money or from a new fad, like you said, for the future. But let's not just go, by what's just come in. We don't need people. We've got very strong 800 members. We've achieved a lot. We can keep our standards, but just move towards
more activities-based,
model-based plans and the future.
Is that an agreeable attitude that we have enough members?
No, I think it will grow naturally. What he says comes true. It's a magnet.
Yes.
We don't go looking for members.
Not actively looking.
We get members through our activities.
It's a magnet.
They want to join this CMB, they must be at least be a ordinary member at least.
Alright.
Once they can see your relevance, there's, let's face it, there's some aim for them. If you're relevant, then
these are the people. When they come in, they join as a member just for 1 year. And when you find out the radio, they say, no, I don't need anything from you, enough. So that is the thing, that the system keep popping up, You're in areas.
There are many new regulars coming, by the way. I suggest that if they come in, if you do your work well, they'll stay in. Because the scene will change.
Okay, we've got 7 resolutions.
Okay,
we only finished 3. So that's true.
Okay, Resolution
4 general meeting, the existing rule says 7.1, the supreme authority of the society is vested in a general meeting of the members. At least 1/2 of the total voting membership of the society, or twice the number of committee members, whichever is lesser, must be present at the general meeting for its proceeding to be valid and to constitute a quorum. 7.2, if half an hour after the time appointed for the meeting, a quorum is not present, the meeting shall be postponed to a date not exceeding 30 days to be decided by the committee, and if a quorum is not present half an hour after the time appointed for the postponed meeting, the members present shall have the power to proceed with the business, but they shall not have the power to alter the rules of the society or to make a decision affecting the whole membership. So the proposed new resolution, the supreme authority of the society is vested in the general meeting of the members. At least half of the total voting membership of the society or twice the number of the committee members, whichever is lesser, must be present at the plenary meeting for its proceeding to be valid and constitute a quorum. 7.2, if 30 minutes after the time, I think it's the English word.
30 minutes, half an hour, okay.
This is the purpose is that at least one half of the total voting, the secretary will make it into proper. You just want to make sure that everyone understands English. This
Not
is
one half.
not one half, it's just half the total voting.
Ada beza tak? Ada beza kan?
Beza satu.
No, but we have to make it sound proper throughout lah.
So the understanding is half of the total voting member have to be present now. Okay. So 7.2, if 30 minutes after the time appointed for the meeting of a quorum is not present, the meeting shall be postponed to a date not exceeding 30 days to be decided by the committee. And if the quorum is not present 30 minutes after the time appointed for the postponed meeting, the members present shall have the power to proceed with the business but shall not have the power to alter the rules of the society and to make decisions affecting the whole membership. So basically it's just make sure that it's half and half. One is half of the total voting members, the other is 30 minutes.
Okay, English ni. Proposal, okay? Boleh ke?
Resolution 5, the existing rule, amendments of rules. 16.0.1, any members in benefit may make a proposal of amendment to these rules of the association and duly seconded by another member in benefit. The council are unable to make such appropriate amendment to the rules. 16.0.2, the proposed amendment must be submitted in the form of existing rule and proposed amendment to the honorary secretary no later than 6 weeks prior to AGM. 16.0.3, after deliberation of the proposed amendment by the council, the proposed amendment will be circulated to the general membership within 4 weeks of the AGM. Any support or objection to the proposed amendment must reach the honorary secretary within 2 weeks of the AGM. 16.0.4, the proposed amendment will be tabled at the AGM as an agenda for the decision of approval or rejection. 16.0.5, any approved decision to amend the rule must be submitted together with the minutes of the AGM within 30 days of the AGM by the honorary secretary. 16.0.6, the amendment will take effect from the date of the notice of the acceptance of the amendment by the registrar. So the proposed amendment, 16.0.1, any members in benefit may make a proposal of amendments to this rule of the association and duly seconded by another members in benefit. The council are enabled to make such appropriate an amendment to the rules. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to make the one that
Okay.
The reason why we have to propose this because there's no such thing as honorary secretary. So in our committee we don't have honorary secretary, but our all these things got a lot of funny terms, so we want to make everything standardized. That's why we have to say it. So accept, yeah.
Honorary secretary and secretary.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So resolution 6, red rule said the committee existing rule. 8.1, a committee consisting of the following who shall be termed the office bearer of the society shall be elected biennially at the annual general meeting. So there will be a president, a vice president, a secretary and assistant secretary, a treasurer and 5 ordinary committee members. So the proposed new resolution says that a committee shall consist of 5 EXCO members and 5 ordinary committee members who shall be the office bearer of the society, who will be elected biennially at the annual general meeting. The EXCO consists of a president, a vice president, a secretary, a assistant secretary, and a treasurer. There will be 5 committee members.
So we just change it to the EXCO lah, because if you're mentioning EXCO, we don't know what is EXCO.
Committee, you should call it the council.
Sorry? Is it a committee called council, is it?
Because you got an exco and committee members.
Increase in numbers.
It's the same. We just want to make sure that the EXCO is only the president, vice president, secretary, assistant secretary, and treasurer. That's it. Those are called the EXCO.
Honorary secretary.
No, we decided not to go with honorary. So we removed all the honorary. Sorry?
This is the pay secretary.
No.
We say cannot cause an honorary secretary because they are just one society.
If you're
I
paid
know.
and you're called secretary.
Is it?
Honorary.
I'm not sure about that. The
So, what do you say? No, I'll look at the crowd. Check come out.
If you're paid, you're called a secretary.
Yes.
If you're not paid, you're called an honorary secretary.
Is it true?
Correct. If you're paid, you're called an executive secretary.
Yes.
You're doing the work.
Yeah, so I'm not executive, I'm a secretary.
You are
I'm not
honorary
being paid.
secretary.
I'm
You
not
are-
honorary, so we want to name it as just a secretary.
Not ordinary, honorary.
Not ordinary, honorary.
Yes.
I want to be
Ordinary,
we want
honorary.
to remove the word honorary from our.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
Last section.
Dr. Hui mentioned something.
All societies has the word honorary.
No, she said something.
Because like MMA, you have your sub. That means different states you have your own sub members. So the honorary secretary is the represents the whole country. No, but that's what she said.
Now, what's the rule? What's our rule say?
Our rule currently is called secretary.
Actually, I leave it up to you.
I don't know. We don't know what
What is
it's
it?
now.
I think English tells us that if you are serving society without taking pay, you are honorary.
Okay, so
That's English lah.
Alright, so our current amendment says that we have a secretary. So you want to change the honorary secretary?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then your resolution 5 doesn't make sense.
5 and 6. I mean, 6.
So 5 and 6 only can
I
cancel.
used to think
5
honorary secretary was an unofficial position, you know.
Sorry?
I used to think that honorary secretary was an unofficial position and it was just something that was given to somebody like a title but wasn't elected to office.
Oh, I don't know.
Be careful about those terms, you know, because
Yeah.
honorary sounds very like not elected
That's how I
to
understand.
office.
I mean,
It's not elected to
you're
office, you know.
paid or not paid.
Not elected to office, I think. That's honorary, isn't it?
Elected to office.
HON, the honorary one, is not elected, you know. It's just appointed by somebody.
You're elected as a secretary, but
Yeah.
you're not paid.
Yeah. But be careful the word honorary because you've got to be very careful that word.
We wanted to change all our honorary secretary question to secretary, right? Why? Yeah?
Okay, according to British, unpaid.
Honorary means unpaid lah.
So, but why we wanted to change
Why
all
the
of secretary to
Then honorary treasurer, honorary president, you can't do that.
You wanted a salary, that's why.
the reason, huh?
Let's not change this.
Remember the constitution had honorary, then you said we are not honorary, we are all secretary only.
Yes.
Why? Yeah?
I say that.
Last year the AGM, she said we cannot use honorary.
Why? Yeah?
Did she?
Yes.
We can't use that.
Is it minuted? I don't think.
It was not in the minutes, what? Just now you read the minutes, tak ada pun.
No, small issue lah.
Okay, so do we go with honorary?
I think right now we are still honorary because we are not being paid.
Okay, so what's the number?
Resolution
5 and 6 have to remove.
Cancel lah.
Okay, cancel 5 and 6. Wasted our breath. So the 7 one we remove, we change it to honorary secretary, yeah?
And honorary treasurer.
Honorary treasurer. So, okay, honorary treasurer. Because we, Sue, are you being paid? Just kidding. 6, so change to honorary. Okay, read them the
Okay, resolution 7, this is the grievance mechanism. So, this is the proposed new resolution that we spoke about just now, the grievances mechanism earlier. Any member with any grievances about the society shall make their grievances officially in black and white and present it to the secretary. The mechanism are as follows. Any complaint concerning the conduct.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Why in black and white should be something written?
in written. Okay,
Yes,
can
subject is written.
So resolution 6
out.
why?
Why? Yeah, because we are changing from secretary, we're removing all the
In
honorary
writing,
secretary.
in writing.
No, 6 is different one.
No, 6 we are now secretary. We're going to change to honorary secretary. So the 4 and 5.
The 5 is gone.
5 is not with this waste of time.
Resolution 5 tak ada lah.
Tak ada.
Okay. Alright. So any
Resolution
members
6,
Yes, we change to
honorary
honorary
secretary.
and honorary treasurer.
Then exco lah.
5 exco eh.
And honorary treasurer.
Treasurer also.
Treasurer is honorary.
Yeah, treasurer is honorary.
President all your paid, huh?
President no.
Okay, the
Honorary.
the whole resolution 7 is something new, so maybe you all read through.
Okay. Any members with any grievances about the society shall make their grievances officially in writing and present it to the secretary. The mechanism are as follows. Any complaint concerning the conduct of the committee of the MPCAM or concerning the conduct of any individual members of the MPCAM shall be made in writing and sent to secretary. The complaint shall contain the following: the full name, IC, current address and contact number of the complainant, the fact of the complaint, copies of any document that the complainants used to rely on to support of his and her complaint, and a signature of the complainants. Upon receipt, Receive.
It's correct. It's correct.
Okay, upon receipt of a complaint to the secretary shall stamp the date of the receipt on the complaint and bring it up to the committee within 7 working days. Within these 7 working days, an investigation committee shall be set up. The IC shall report to the EXCO, and proceeding of the investigation committee shall be updated at the MPCAM website. So this is under the appendix of the grievance mechanism. So setting up of an investigation committee, the IC, secretary shall set up the IC of at least 2 members and the secretary to look into the complaints. The secretary or any other person appointed by the EXCO shall set up the terms of reference to the IC to suit the circumstances of the case. The IC shall, at the earliest, meet to elect a chairman and institute the inquiry within 30 days. Where circumstances necessitate an extension of the time, such application may be made by the IC to the EXCO, which extension the EXCO may, at its absolute discretion, grant or refuse. At least 7 working days prior written notice of any inquiry shall be given to the parties concerned. If a party has been given adequate notice and failed to attend an inquiry without reasonable cause acceptable to the IC may proceed with such inquiry in the absence and make such recommendation as it deemed fit after such inquiry. So we're going through the process of the IC, where on the date fixed for the investigation and inquiry of the complaint, the complainant and the member against whom the complaint has been made fail to attend before the inquiry, the IC may, upon being satisfied with the notice of the inquiry has been posted to the members concerned, proceed with inquiry. The complainants fail to attend before the inquiry, the IC may, upon being satisfied that the notice of the inquiry has been posted to the complaint, dismiss the complaint or proceed with the inquiry in the absence of the complainants without further notice.
How long will you give the? How long is the
For the time frame, I think 7 days.
7 working days.
7 working days.
And find that.
7 working days. The member against whom the complainant has made failed to attend before the inquiry, the IC may, upon being satisfied that the notice of the inquiry has been posted to the member concerned, proceed with the inquiry in the absence of the member concerned without further notice to him and make its determination. The chairman and or any IC may examine any witness, including the complainants, during any stage of the hearing. So we talk about the IC verdict. After hearing all the witnesses called by the parties to the dispute, the IC shall decide whether the complainant has the substantiated, and the result shall be conveyed by written letter within 7 working days. If the complaint is not substantiated or there is a doubt in the matter, the IC shall dismiss the complaint. If the complaint is substantiated against an individual member, the IC may make the following recommendation to the EXCO: warning and or reprimand and or suspension from the MPCAM activities for a period not exceeding 36 months. If the complaint is substantial against the committee of the MPCAM, the IC may recommend to the EXCO that steps be taken to remedy the situation. The IC shall communicate its decision to EXCO in writing. So the appeal. Any member who is dissatisfied with the decision of the IC may apply to EXCO in writing stating his grounds of appeal. Such application appeal shall be lodged by the members through the secretary within 14 working days of the date of the decision is convened to him. When an application or appeal has been presented, EXCO shall consider the ground of the application appeal upon the written report of the investigation conducted by the IC. EXCO is at the liberty to review the case either in the presence of the members concerned or the IC, or in the absence of both of them at a meeting of the EXCO as it shall absolutely deem fit. So the EXCO may quash, set aside, vary, decrease or add to punishment or confirm the recommendation of the IC. make any other decision or order which is in their opinion ought to have been made by the IC, and or make sure further or other order as they shall absolutely deem fit. The power aforesaid may be exercised by EXCO, notwithstanding that the notice of application for review or appeal may be a part only of the IC's decision. The decision of the EXCO shall be final. Failure to exhaust the grievance mechanism. In the event any members fail to first apply to the IDR mechanism to resolve his complaint and exhausted the in-house mechanism available herein, he or she will be expelled from the membership of MPCAM, whatever the category of membership, including a life membership.
Okay? Approved? Let's see, understand.
So long, Dato', any comments?
All the secretary should be very secretary.
During the process, this particular clause,
Yeah.
complainant fails to attend before the inquiry. Do you still carry on without the complainant?
The complainant fails to attend for the agreement upon being satisfied.
According to
We
this,
can choose to dismiss or proceed with the inquiry depending on the IC lah. Investigating committee.
If we feel there is a case lah.
Then we can discuss and.
Sorry, how are you going to post it to the member?
We didn't write in written.
You must mention that.
You say in written, right? In written, never tell email, digital or non-digital.
Registered post.
No, I was just thinking that if the complainant fails to support his own complaint,
Then it just dismissed
So,
straight away.
why should we entertain him?
Yeah, so the IC can decide
That,
to
I mean,
dismiss lah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
you want to talk to somebody else, then go and face the issue.
Yeah, correct.
If you don't want to, then we should. That's the only question that I have.
Okay. So it's up to.
And the other one is, of course, if the member that's complained against, also he doesn't attend. I think the case is solved, isn't it? He is guilty of that. He fails to defend.
Which one? Which one is that?
The next one,
The process.
So the member against, it's not numbered, but after the first one, the complainant doesn't attend. I think he should, the complaint that he has made should be discarded. Then after that, immediately after that,
Yeah.
the member against whom the complainant has been, or the complaint has been made,
Okay.
fails to attend, I think he is guilty, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't want to defend himself.
So the IC can decide to just punish him or let him go as a member. Or
I think that's what's happened everywhere
Yeah.
else, isn't it? Yeah, in the court of law, if you don't count,
Yeah,
you're guilty.
this-
So that means the first part is
The first part can remain.
the complainant fails to attend the inquiry. We dismiss the complaint lah.
No, because if the complaint is about the IC, the complainant may have a sexual discrimination case and I don't want to face the IC because of mental trauma. You cannot say that.
Yeah, it's true.
So proceed.
No, you have to have a separate bypass where the complainant doesn't have to face
But the IC is not against the person that is alleged to.
somebody in the IC may be any member, complain towards any member, right?
So what you're asking for is, if he fails to attend, he should give a reason as to why.
Yeah.
That's what he is asking for.
Okay. And if his reason is because in one of the IC is within the IC, there should be another mechanism
So we have to
bypass them
Yeah,
straight away go to.
So means we have to come up with a new IC.
Not you as an exco or some other thing.
We have to come up with a new IC. We have to come up with a new investigating committee. So the EXCO has
Because
to
a lot of
decide.
cases it is like that. Sometimes
So how do we
power
amend this?
How do you word it nicely? This one was a burning one already.
The complainant fail attend. Dismiss the if the complainant attend.
He has to give a good reason, or rather, a reason that's acceptable to the IC. then the IC may proceed.
Yeah, so it's written here, the complainants failed to attend before the inquiry. The IC may, upon being satisfied that the notice of the inquiry has been posted to the complainants, okay, then we add something.
Whatever. Your
Whatever.
sentence.
Ayo, my English,
Your
you know,
sentence.
contrary secretaries.
I don't know how to write.
Dismiss the complaint or proceed with the inquiry.
What he meant is no need to proceed.
Dismiss the
Means you can
dismiss with an
or may
explanation.
proceed with the inquiry provided
Provided adequate
satisfactory
explanation was given by the
reason is
complainant.
given for his absence.
Adequate explanation has been given by the
Satisfactory explanation.
satisfactory.
For his absence.
Yeah. Until satisfactory reasons for his absence is given by the complainant or something. Huh?
It could just be said, complainant fails to attend before the inquiry, in which case the IC may proceed with the complaint, provided there is satisfactory reason for the complainant not to attend.
Yeah.
IC may proceed with that. Otherwise,
Dismiss.
the case should,
Letter has been posted by a registered name to the complainant, and if he does not turn up, the IC will still proceed to investigate the complaint. That's exactly what happens when in MNC. If the complainant does not turn up, the MNC will go on investigating to find out.
That's
If there's no cause, they can cancel it, or if something they will
After
proceed.
investigation,
Yes.
after the
So the
investigation.
IC, the thing will continue with the investigation.
well,
Because suddenly I make a complaint and I don't come. I don't have any more problems. You can't, but it's a complaint against me already. I mean, somebody's complaint against me.
no, I think anybody who makes a complaint against another, I don't want to come because I don't want any more trouble. I don't think that's acceptable.
Yeah.
You can't make a complaint
You know,
against
you
me.
can
I don't
say
come.
anything you like and then say I go
But
away.
you can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Okay.
So anyway, up to the AGM.
I don't know how to write maybe.
So basically, we want to say that the complainant must give satisfactory
Explanation
why they could not attend, and then we will decide. Then the
Okay.
IC will decide
Yes.
whether to proceed or dismiss the case, lah.
Yes. Okay, is that fine?
Well,
Okay.
that way, what you say is acceptable.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will word it accordingly, lah.
Okay, we will
Alright.
accordingly. Anything else in that thing that you're okay? If not, I okay with resolution 7, yeah?
I know. I think Edwin wanted to know how the what you were asking. How many days?
7 days.
7 days.
But also.
And then how is it going to be given?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
days
the
is too
post
short.
too
By
short.
registered?
Short.
MNC gives 30 days.
30 days.
30 days, huh?
We thought it was too long the last time.
You must either give 2 weeks or.
Give 14 days, lah.
Okay lah,
Same
everything is
as
14 days.
LHDL.
So it's by the post.
By written post or registered post?
Registered, huh?
Registered
Post, the
post.
post master.
So registered post, no electronic,
Cannot give email, huh?
Okay.
Post.
Hello.
Okay, so
Yes.
30 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, so we're done.
anything else?
Yes, the last one is
Okay, the last one is the committee. As you all know, Alex has been with us from the time MPCAM was started, MPCAM, and then he also helped us to form MPCAM as a registered society. And he is the administrator of the Malaysian Primary Care Network, our Facebook group. So the committee decided that since he has been very active, helping us for a very long time, and as you know, in page 69, if you see the categories of membership of MPCAM, we have ordinary member, life member, honorary member, and associate members. So under honorary member 413, Honorary membership shall be conferred by the committee on any individual aged 21 years and above who has made significant contribution to the growth, development,